You guys remember the old cartoons? Um, I mean, like, okay. Do you guys know who Meat Canyon is? And he a while back he did a cartoon about um Bugs Bunny. Yeah, it was a cartoon about Bugs Bunny, if I remember correctly. Um, anyway, J. Cole ended up using it in his song, Hunting Season. Um, but anyway, speaking of old cartoons, you guys remember Tom and Jerry and Wile E. Coyote? You know, Tom was always chasing after Jerry, trying to catch him, and well, the coyote was always chasing after the roadrunner, trying to catch it. What happened if Tom and Jerry fought each other? What would happen? Not Tom and Jerry. We already know what happened. They fight each other a bunch of times. Nobody ever wins. Tom and Wile E. Coyote. What if they fight each other? Then what would happen? Let's check this out. Oop. Foolish furball, you cost me my dinner. That's
Wile E.
better!
Coyote, the fastest and furriestest of the Looney Tunes.
Tomcat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it and we're here to deliver.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In tales told over a shimmering campfire by the tribespeople of North America, there was no figure so cunning, so bold as Coyote. To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who
Miwok?
stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity. To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Warner, he's just a
Those are
poor
cool
dumb
names.
schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great Coyote stalks the American.
Bro, like Wile E. Coyote has tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it didn't even matter.
American Southwest, hunting his indefatigable prey, the Roadrunner. And this modern Wile E. Coyote is driven by a ruthless entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that
He's hungry.
bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine.
Doing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an
What is that from? Is that from something?
anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wiley was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary and
Bruh.
forbade him to speak until he tasted victory. On the face, and
Seriously? He can't even speak. So he has the ability to speak. He just can't speak until he catches his prey. He must be hungry, bro. He like not just hungry, but he must be actually so used to not speaking that even if, let's say, he catches him, will he remember how to speak? What's it say? Wiley occasionally speaks, most commonly in his crossovers with bugs, but is largely silent in Cage E's instructions, or by Cage E's instructions. Okay. I guess like the crossover is just like a crossover. It's like, this is my world, bro. I'm just chilling. So the laws of my world don't apply to me here in your world.
easy task. Coyotes are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour. Though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still, or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel.
That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. Like, that's pretty fast. You dip out and the light still thinks you're there. That's like instant transmit. That's not instant transmit. That's fast, bro.
Travel through time.
Frankly, it's incredible that Wiley manages to consistently keep up with his prey
How
at all.
does he?
But he does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates
It's about here that the Roadrunner puts on that tiny little extra burst of speed.
Separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile.
But almost as fast isn't fast enough. Fortunately, Wile's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
He's got your classics like dynamite, anvils, and spring-loaded boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10 billion volt electromagnet, and a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit favorite.
Many of which he invented
no
himself
thanks.
and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes that inevitably go awry. Despite being a self-described super genius, Wile has an
So it might come down to the traps because, well, obviously it come down to. I mean, Tom versus Wile. What about Tom's traps? I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's not, I can't remember. What about Tom's traps?
officially
building
measured
a better
IQ
mousetrap.
of 3.
That's the same IQ.
I mean, Tom actually caught Jerry a couple times. You feel me? Wile never even touched Roadrunner, did he?
As a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do the hard work for him?
Acme sells any product that you can imagine,
Oh.
and Wile is their most devoted customer,
He just botched it. He
contributing
never
up to
actually bullshit.
99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops. Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clone-O-Matic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal
build
Remote,
anything at
which
all.
can
Shit,
pause,
never mind.
fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
Too bad half the stuff Wile uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners. My man cannot catch a break, but he sure.
Bruh, imagine if you're trying to get at your ops, right? And so you're buying all these inventions, these weapons, these, guns, AKs and shit like that. But they all either misfire or not misfire, but they all blow up when you try to pull the trigger, or they just don't ever fire at all. And you go to find out that the people who are in control of giving you these these weapons to take out your ops is run by your ops' people. No wonder your shit's failing all the time, bro.
Can't take some punishment.
No matter the severity of his failures, Wile
Your way.
is still attuned and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted, blasted into a constellation, and overall
Nah, bro, that's just immortality. That's just immortal. Nah, bro, he's immortal. If Tom doesn't have it, then he's out.
verbed for the last 87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Similar
Bruh.
to the immortal Coyote of Sewetmuk legend.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Ah, so close.
Believe it or not, there is actually
Okay, he has touched him. He's touched him. My bad. I take it back. He has touched him. Took some feathers off him. You know what I'm saying?
a biological reason
But only because the Roadrunner would let him. He let him. He was slowing down so he could, homie would run off the edge. Learn how to use your enemy. Mm-mm.
for these abilities. Loony DNA. Every toon's got it, not just the loony ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased off the page, essentially dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
That's why Wile developed a counter to this immortality, the Loony DNA Dissolver, which leaves Toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we
shit.
are. Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching
I didn't know this
up-and-coming
was a
tiny
thing.
toons how to use their abilities.
Okay,
Wait,
so Naruto.
What is this? What is this? Acme University? Hold on. This is a thing? Acme University. Oops. Hmm. A high school located in, wait. Tiny Toons Adventures? Tiny Toons is a thing? Who knew?
landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced Toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune, like traveling between different mediums or altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an
Damn. He's teaching that stuff? So he's got to be smart, right? So what if he actually built it's a, you know, an invention to catch the Roadrunner instead of just like buying shit from the ops?
Dick failure at his life mission. He's helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball, and even, oh snap, caught the Roadrunner! Oh wait, never mind, so damn close!
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,766,842 times. Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
That takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by God,
And
we
made him
mean the
immortal,
closest
too.
thing that exists for Coyote.
And made him immortal. It looks like the Roadrunners are, well, we don't know if it's the same Roadrunner every time. But if it is, it's immortal. He's just meant to chase that thing and never catch it. Is that his own personal hell? What if the answer was just to stop trying to catch the Roadrunner? Fuck it. Leave it alone.
Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality warping toon abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else?
Just meant to always chase and never catch. Damn. Bro, just say fuck it.
Can you expect from our fanatical furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
Bruh.
The
You gotta give him credit, bro. He don't stop. Like, he over 10 million attempts, and he still hasn't caught him? Bro, Jerry's at least caught. I mean, Tom has at least caught Jerry. Like, even if he let him go afterwards, he's at least caught him. I think I'm pretty sure he even let him go willingly once.
year was 1939. War raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle game of cat and mouse?
Oh wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tom Cat chases Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking, I felt that in my...
Granted, Tom and Jerry are in the house and Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner are outside. But still.
My balls violence ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is...
At least Tom has caught Jerry. Now, what does this say? Across Tom and Jerry history, Tom has been under various households and owners. As such, these owners can be used to identify an era of their cartoon. So, and they're still going? Like, are they outliving their owners? Or are their owners just get tired of Tom and Jerry breaking their shit all the time?
Let's say very much from the 1940s.
And if you're like me, all you wanted to
Also, how are both of them always getting passed to the same owner?
see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy, flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mouse kind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find around the average American household, like baseball bats, lead pipes,
And guns! Lots and lots of guns. But he's got wackier things like a magic wand, a robo-cat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
Vanishing cream and a smart cap that gives you all the knowledge in the world. Those two things, and you can probably conquer the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light and Dark, which severs you from your own shadow.
What?
Or the Rewind Remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And you can't forget
Bro, I want to watch, if they have like new, like 2025 Tom and Jerry cartoons, like 2020 or 2019, 2010, I'll watch that shit. Tom and Jerry shit, yeah.
the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bouts with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust. And
They've both been vaporized and just keep coming back.
survived.
Well, mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times, but little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Oh, Wiz was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically go get them back from hell. Where all cats go.
Extremely hardcore for a toon, but there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the
shit.
fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if
Right.
you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the 2 characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could,
Rabble,
in
rabble,
fact,
rabble,
say that
rabble,
many
rabble,
rabbles
rabble.
were roused the times Tom
Many rebels aroused.
destroyed a planet-busting asteroid,
I don't know why I found that interesting. I just,
lifted up the sun, and was
Okay.
blown up into a constellation. And
weren't they, so they were both blown up into constellations. I mean, wasn't the last one Wasn't Coyote also blown up into a?
He was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He tanked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase.
Uh-oh.
Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Black Myth Wukong. Like their style. Black Myth Wu Tom. Black Myth Jerry Kong. Ooh.
Leading the goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors used the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
While it may sound completely insane, it is.
Bro. They got divinity powers. I think Coyote might be fucked.
Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
Otherwise, they wouldn't. Warner Brothers would take that shit down, huh?
So that the gods may grant us mere mortals some heavenly push.
No.
Yes, let the gods grant us mere mortals some heavenly.
Rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
I could watch him on repeat forever.
See,
Too
told you.
bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck,
Beers.
because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry. Guess what? Death Battle has merch now.
That's right, Boomstick, and you can pick some up for yourself on our brand new website,
Let's see this merch.
deathbattle.gg.
You got hoodies?
Just click
I'm
the
a hoodie
merch
guy.
tab at the
I don't know
top.
why.
We've got mugs, stickers, shirts, and more.
Hoodies?
I'm partial to the official researcher's notebook. I promise it's not a death note. See, it says so right on the cover.
Sure.
Not a death
There's
note. It
also
says Death
exclusive
Battle.
merch for website.
So if you write two people's name in it and you imagine the setting and all that, can you make them fight to the death? Is that how the Death Battle notebook works?
Members, like my beer.
Take out two of your enemies at once. Bam. We can have a battle royale. Holy shit. That'd be nice. See all your enemies having fighting to the death in a battle royale.
Cooler, which keeps my beer nice and cold. And I guess theoretically other beverages too.
Then there's the limited time Game Over tee, which won't be available much longer, so if you want it, go grab it quick.
We'll be releasing more stuff throughout the year, so check back for updates. Picking up an item or two really helps support independent Death Battle, so we want to say a big thank you to everybody that's already placed an order.
Head over to deathbattle.gg and pick
Death
the piece of Death Battle swag
Battle!
that's right for you.
Say it.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a Death
Death
Battle!
House Mouse. Moose ass holocaust. It's perfect because like there's so many different styles of Tom and Jerry anyway. It's like they're just another style and they're doing the same thing they always do. Domestic cat, Felis cactus, perpetus victimus, perpetual victim. Raider, Roadrunner, Meepus, Meep Meep, Coyote, wait. Coyote, Canis, Schmuckus, Schmuck, or Schmuck. Look, he got you. Fight, champions, well, that separation, for some reason, as soon as I saw that, it reminded me of oh, what was it? Hold on. It's like Final Fantasy and Dead or Alive. Dead Fantasy. Bro, if you haven't seen Dead Fantasy, oh my god. You gotta watch that shit. Let me show you a little bit. Let me show you. This is by, I forgot what his name was, but it's by the guy. It's the original one. I'm talking about the original one. I hope this is it. I don't know if it's the original, but it was made by the guy who ended up joining Rooster Teeth and started animating for Red vs. Blue. Then he unfortunately he passed away, but the idea was good. It's like Dead or Alive characters versus the Final Fantasy characters. I gotta stop. Yeah. That shit's awesome. Anyway, you should check it out. I was just saying, like, the separation, that scene reminded me of that scene in Dead, and that, yeah. You foolish furball, you cost me my dinner. Smack. Hold on. Place bets. Who's gonna win? Is Tom gonna win or is Coyote gonna win? You done? You ready? My thing is, I think Tom's gonna win because we know that Jerry has helped Tom in the past in order to accomplish things and to take people down and to, you know, save the day. Jerry might show up and help Tom. And that's gonna be what lets them beat Coyote. Let's see if I get my prediction in.
Come on, you apes! You wanna live forever?
It's talking. Okay. His ability. That lady. They're both coming to Ash? Yeah. No? Okay. Wait, how is that all of his 9 lives? Not just one of them. Pulled one of them back at least, looks like. High speed tonic. Oh, you're not gonna catch me now. like that. I like that they included them being able to jump out of the screen. Hold on, what is that? What did I say? What did I say? It's on YouTube. Yep. What's this one? Army Man versus Homelander. Goomba versus these are all their shit, huh? Tim? Oh wait, that's someone else. Tim, Columbia. That could just be a screenshot of what was actually on their thing. They just edited this part instead, this title. Huh, that's dope. Just seen that coming. Movie DNA this. See how you like it. As always, this is the last life. Seriously?
Wile.
I get how you talk. Also, that's one good umbrella, bro. You'd never want to forget that at home. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to forget that umbrella.
Coyote, super genius.
Really?
Oh,
shit.
thank God one of them actually died this time. I mean, no! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering Coyote.
Also, I think Tom would have got more than one of his lives back. I think he would have grabbed for more than one of them. Huh. I don't know. That's just me.
Coyotes eat cats. I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses.
Also, you could say that, Tom would go get his lives back, even if he has to go into hell in order to take his lives back, and then go back into his body and then continue the fight. Technically, Coyote still already won because Tom died all of his lives.
That could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats.
Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had.
The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the...
I always thought Tom was a part of Looney Tunes. Or at least, I guess I just never realized they were separate.
Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
Oh, and Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have...
Like I said, at least he caught him. Yo, thanks for the follow.
God nerfing him.
And that's the big question. Was Tom
Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, all the above.
capable enough?
Watching this death battle between Tom and Jerry, between Tom and Wile E. Coyote, didn't realize who the victor would be.
to benefit from Wile's
I like
narrative
it.
and force bad luck and see the DNA dissolver backfire
I like the
against him.
outcome.
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon, so let's call it his, toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place: Space Jam.
Where Wile yet again fails against the
Show's
Roadrunner,
going pretty
but
good.
against the
How's your
villains
day
of the
going?
movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile's cosmically ordained failures only
I didn't know Coyote could. I thought only Tom could double himself, make doubles of himself. Your day's going great. Nice. That's what I like to hear.
occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck
What's that say? Acme also plays a substantial role in Wile's failures. Potentially, well, he keeps buying his weapons from the ops. Even having a hand in all of them. In Cartoon Network's Acme our TV spot, he immediately caught the Roadrunner by simply using generic brand equipment. Why did he do that from the beginning? Or just build something himself out of his surroundings? I don't know. We probably need tools to actually do that. I don't know. What games do I play? Random ones, whichever is. If this is leading to a sale, I don't want to buy anything. Just let you know.
Jones is
But damn, I didn't know. I was hoping Tom would win, I guess.
rules were written for Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention, a direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
So they were saying if he was able to use that against the Roadrunner, he would have won.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile, whereas Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile gave one hell of a chase and left Tom
Damn,
Jones in
bruh.
for a rematch.
The winner is Wile Coyote.
Damn, bro.
Next time on Death Battle.
I did want. What the hell is that? Spider-Man versus Deku? No.
Subscribe and
Spider-Man versus Deku. I bet. Bet, yo. I wouldn't mind watching that. Yeah. Spider-Man versus Deku. Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel character. My MHA was like the first two seasons were like good and everything. Like these the first ones, yeah, first two seasons were good and everything. That just kind of got stale for me. I don't know. I still gotta go back and finish watching it. Finish watching the one that Vigilantes. But third season was alright too. I don't know. But anyway, that's all for this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Did it surprise you that with the victory? The victor surprised you? Did you expect that? I didn't. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Peace. Links in the description below. Check out Death Battle. Yeah, there it is.